Hey guys, come on in. Hey Alicia, hey Hardev. Just getting my ingredients together. All right, everybody. What are we making? Good question. I'm making a chicken quesadilla. I just wanted to toss some stuff together. Hey, God's girl, good to see ya. Let me just see. You know how you have stuff in the fridge that it's like, okay, I need to either use it or toss it? I think my pico's still okay. Let me just check the date. I don't know. I probably will toss it and just use some fresh tomato. All right, you guys. Just washing my hands. Maybe I'll see if I have any salsa. All right. Well, hello. Welcome, everyone. Anyone who doesn't know me, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. This is my cooking channel. I am on a weight loss journey, so far down 70 pounds with at least 30 more to go with food substitutions. And so I'm going to be making a substituted version of something that, hey, carnivore, that's kind of simple and easy to me, but anytime I'm in the kitchen, I want to bring you guys on. So I'm making a chicken quesadilla. Okay, so I was just grabbing my tortillas. I thought I had one already open. So if you guys can eat flour tortillas, that's fine. But one of the things that my test results revealed is that I'm sensitive to gluten. So I have to have a substituted version. So the tortilla that I'm going to use is made from cassava flour, which is a root vegetable. So it counts as a vegetable for me. So for me, they give me the taco experience, the quesadilla experience. You can see when you look at them, they're a little bit more brittle than a flour tortilla. They do tear very easily, so careful with them. And I'm gonna put it in a dry pan. I'm gonna assemble everything here, and then we'll put it on the stove. I'll show you guys what I have. I made some chicken breast, and I have some leftover chicken that I'm going to shred and put in there. I also have some green onions. I keep all of my veggies prepped in the fridge. You know how stuff is looking like, okay, you better use it, so I need to do that. I'm going to check and see if I have any salsa. If not, I'll cut up fresh tomato, and I'm going to shred my cheese. So I'm also sensitive to cow dairy, so the substitute that I use is this LeClaire pepper jack, and I'm going to shred my own. All right, so this is a little $20 crank shredder that I bought from Amazon. I use it all the time. You can buy shredded cheese, that's fine. Thank you for the hearts. But I heard that the shredded cheese has ingredients in there to keep it from clumping together. And it, you know, it's just got some artificial stuff in there. Look, I'm not going to preach to you here. Use what you have, but it's really easy to shred your own. It's got the, I don't know what it's called. We'll call it the shredder in here. This one was $20 at Amazon. I think it came with 3 different type of attachments. It's got a suction cup base, so I'm just putting it on the counter here so that it keeps it stable when you're shredding. All right. So once I have it together and I turn the knob, it stays on the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cheese block. This LeClaire pepper jack, to me, this is a really great substitute if you want a good melting cheese, but you can't have dairy. It's made from goat's milk instead of cow's milk. So I take the block and I'm going to cut it in half. So all I do is I break it in half and then I put one in front of the other. And then my shredder has a finger guard. I put it in the top and I'm going to crank, but I need something to catch it. I keep these meal prep containers on hand. I use them for my ingredients. I use them for leftovers. So I'm putting this under my shredder and I'm going to get my cheese shredded, because what's a quesadilla without cheese, right? All right. I got a lot on my counter. I'll go live later tonight with another food giveaway haul for you guys, but I just got in and I'm hungry, so I wanted to make something quick. Part of my shredder came out. Anyway. All right, so this is my shredded goat's cheese. I'll use this in pinches for omelets, for quesadillas. It's just great to have in the fridge. All of your ingredients ready to go, so when you want to make something quickly, it's there for you. I'll hold on to that. All right, so I have just a dry pan. I'm not putting any oil in the pan. You can, but to me, when the cheese melts down, it gives me a little oil anyway. And so I'm putting a nice healthy pinch of the pepper jack cheese onto the quesadilla first, the bottom layer. So you guys can see what I have here. And then I had some leftover chicken breast. If you guys saw the video where I used the air fryer to rotisserie the chicken, I've got some chicken breast. I'm just gonna get some gloves and shred the meat and put it in there. If you already have like chicken strips or any type of leftover chicken, canned chicken, you can put it in there. Tomorrow I'm going to do my egg fast, so that's another reason why I wanted to go ahead and get my last meal of the day in. I only eat about 2 meals a day, usually because I just run out of time. And then my third meal is like a protein shake, and then I sip on a lot of tea. I am going to make an iced coffee for you guys so you can see something that might work for you. So you can see here, literally, I made some chicken breast and I had some left over. So I'm just using my hands in the meat and just pulling out the meat here. Make sure you get any bone. And I'm just pinching off pieces of chicken. I'm tearing them into bite-sized pieces. I'll show you guys. But there's lots of different things that you could do. You could pinch this off and put it in soups. You could do a quesadilla like I'm doing. All kinds of stuff. Oh, hungry. All right. So I'm just making sure I get all of the chicken off the bone. Alicia wants to know what's an egg fast. Okay, so once a week, I have a day where I eat only eggs and strawberries, or eggs and apples. So my metabolic specialist calls it an egg fast. It's also kind of like a good reset. If you're ever feeling bloated or you want to kind of kickstart your weight loss or your metabolism, that's something that's worked for me. You never do it consecutive days. You just want to do it, you know, from time to time. So on the weekends, when I don't have to cook for anybody else, that's when I do it. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. All right. I think I've got most of my meat off. I've got a nice full quesadilla there. I have another piece of chicken. I'm just going to check and see. All right, peel the skin off and just make sure I get all of the chicken. All right, so that's pretty much it left for our chicken. All right, so now inside the quesadilla, I am going to put some green onion. I love green onion. It's nice and bright. And when you're cooking mild, that's kind of a lot of onion, but when you're cooking mild flavors like eggs or chicken, the green onion to me is a really good balance. I'm going to look and see if I have any salsa. Or do I want to do tomato? 1 second. All right, I'm just gonna cut up some tomato. I don't see any salsa. And I wish I had some like nice big slicing salsa, but I have these. Hey, Andrea, I'm making a chicken quesadilla. So we've got our cassava tortilla, goat's cheese, shredded chicken, and some green onion. I'm just gonna get a couple tomatoes, and we'll use the orange ones. How about that? And get a little paring knife, wash them and chop them up. All right. Just so we get all those Latin flavors, and I do have some cilantro too. So for the tomato, I'm just cutting it in half and then cutting it in half again. So 4 sections, and I'm just going to kind of put them inside, and I have one more. All right. It's kind of messy, it's kind of fast, but as usual, I'm pressed for time. So that's what we have here. I'm gonna put a nice another pinch of the shredded goat's cheese. And then I'm going to put this on the stove so that it can start to sizzle and melt down. And I'm going to put a glass top on it so that I can see that it's melting, then cover it and turn it. So with the quesadilla, you want to keep your heat kind of on a medium low. You don't want it to burn. Everything's already cooked. We just want it to get nice and cheesy. So I'm going to put the glass on top so that it can kind of steam that cheese. So what I'm hoping for is a crispy tortilla on the bottom. Hey, that's why I didn't put any oil in the pan. Hardin says she has high cholesterol. Egg is not good for her. You can do egg whites. There's lots of different options for, proteins that would be, better for your cholesterol. But I completely understand. All right, now wash my hands. For my beverage today, I'm going to make an iced coffee. I'm just going to grab and see if I can find that cilantro. If I had it prepped already, it would be easier to find, but I'm just going to grab a couple pinches of it. People, either you love cilantro or you don't. I'm going to rinse this and put it on my quesadilla. So I just pinched off some leaves there. All right, it's moving slow, so I just turned the heat up a little bit because I don't want it to burn. Absolutely. Okay, so my beverage today, I am going to make an iced coffee. I wanted to stop at the coffee shop, but I ran out of time, so I'm making my own. You guys know that I've shown you, I grabbed this out of the fridge. Skinny Syrups makes a cold brew, so basically like a on tap kind of thing. So you keep this on the shelf of your fridge, and then you hold your glass underneath here. I'll show you guys how I make my iced coffee. So of course we start with a glass, and before I put my ice in it, I'm going to put the, hey Amethyst, I'm going to put the Alkazone drops. One of the things that I learned from my test results is that I'm more acidic, and so I need to drink more alkaline water. You can buy it or you can make it. So I put these drops in everything. So just a few drops will turn regular water into alkaline water, and for me it hydrates better instead of just running through me. Yes, chicken quesadilla, you guys. Okay, it's starting to steam and melt, so I'll show you guys before I turn it over. So I just put some ice in the glass, and then I'm going to get my sweetener. I'm gonna do a vanilla iced coffee. Skinny Syrups also makes these. These are the flavor bursts. You can see that this is vanilla. I keep these in the car. They have so many different 0-calorie, 0-sugar flavors. And so I'm going to put a generous squeeze. So think of that like a pump of flavor. You can do as much or as little as you want. And then I'm gonna put almond milk because I can't have half and half. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my almond milk, and I like my drinks pretty light and sweet. So you can see here, I'm putting my almond milk in pretty much, like about half of the glass, right? All right, and then I'm going to put my iced coffee over the top and then stir. So I'm going to do it down here and show you guys. All right, so I keep this in the fridge, so you can see here all it needs is a good stir. You can buy these from Skinny Syrups. You can make your own coffee, save your calories, and save some money. So I'm gonna get get a spoon and stir. You guys can see our chicken quesadilla is kind of sizzling. What I'm gonna do now is put the other tortilla on top and flip it. So hold on, iced coffee. Again, I'm using the cassava tortillas. Hey, Luke Hazley, thank you so much. So grain-free and gluten-free, these tortillas are made from cassava flour. So this is how I turn. So we've got our quesadilla. I'm gonna put a little serrano, which is just hot sauce on here. This is optional. If you don't like pepper, you don't have to put it on there, but this is what I have. So I'm just gonna drizzle some on there for some flavor. Then I'm putting the other quesadilla on top like a little hat. And then to turn it, I'm gonna put a plate. I know, hey Akata. This may be, a kind of janky technique, but I'm just getting a salad plate and I'm putting it over my quesadilla. Then I'm gonna turn it in my hand over the sink. And then I'm gonna slide it back into the skillet so I didn't have to touch the hot tortilla. I probably could let it go a little bit more. It could have browned a little bit more, but like I said, I'm moving fast. I'm going to leave the lid off because I want it to crisp up and not get soggy. Okay, so back to our iced coffee. I have got these like iced tea spoons, the ones with the tall or long handle, and I'm just gonna stir a little bit to kind of mix my iced coffee. You can make this however you like. It's getting ready to be summertime where I live, so we'll be moving from hot beverages to cold beverages. So let me taste. Ooh, yummy. All right, let me get a straw. Again, don't come at me about the turtles, y'all. I'm sustainable in other ways. So this is my iced coffee. I made it at home for anyone who just hopped on. 3 ingredients. I keep this in the fridge. So this is Skinny Mixes, the same brand that does the flavor syrups that you guys see me using. They have this salted brew, salted caramel cold brew, but you can see 0 calories, 0 sugar. So that's the coffee that I use. Instead of cream, I use almond milk. I got this from the Dollar Tree. You can see unsweetened almond milk. And then for a little extra sweet, I did a squeeze of the flavor burst. All right, I think my quesadilla should be done. So good. All right, let me see if I can plate Thank you so much, Carnivore. All right, let me see if I can clear my section. And again, my quesadilla, you have options if you can't have flour or you want to watch your carbs. This is the Whole Foods brand, grain-free cassava tortilla. I've also found these online on Amazon. I haven't used them yet. But you guys, all of my recipes, if you can have the full flavor version, please use it. This is my shredded goat's cheese because I can't have cow dairy. Green onion. And I didn't have, my pico was so I just cut up some tomato. So let's see what we got. All right. That's another little test that I do. If you guys hear, one, I'm watching to see that my tortilla moves because it's kind of crisped up. And my mom taught me to cook with all senses. So when you hear that scraping on the bottom, to me, it's got that nice crust that I like. So let's use our plate and turn it over. Or you could get a spatula. All right. If you guys can see here, we've got a nice little crisp in our cheese. All right, I'm gonna cut into it. What would be beautiful is if I had some salsa, I could deck it out with salsa. If you can have dairy, some sour cream, but let me at least cut it. This time the serrated knife, but I'll show you guys what we have so far. This was just with some ingredients on hand, the leftover rotisserie chicken, green onion, and you saw me shred the cheese. So I'm just gonna cut. I like to cut into triangles. So I went down the middle once. Sorry with the knife, y'all. I know that looks crazy. All right. I'm just cutting it into triangles to make it small, and I will show you guys. Hold on. Sometimes, you know, when you cut, you still got to tear apart a little bit just to make sure it goes all the way down. I'm missing my pico or salsa. I could probably tear my fridge upside down and find some. Oh my God. I'll show you guys. I'm trying to make nice little triangles, but it's hot. Okay. This one. Sorry. I didn't even take a picture, y'all. I'm hungry. This is just what I wanted to throw together. So you could make this with chicken, tomato, green onion. Sorry, my presentation. Really good. All it needs is some salsa. But this is what I'm eating. So this is, I know, right? So this is my iced coffee and my chicken quesadilla. I really should sit with a knife and fork or let it cool so it's not too ooey gooey. But I just wanted to hop on. I was making my last meal. Am I going to use any sauce? Amethyst. I want some pico. I did put some serrano inside there. Let me see if I have any salsa, y'all. I don't want to keep you guys. I have my massage therapist is here, so I have to hop. But yeah, it would be so good with salsa. But honestly, it tastes good. It's kind of falling apart. But I just wanted to show you guys, you know, you can make, keeping your ingredients on hand, you can easily reconstitute and make some fast meals that you'll actually want to eat. Amethyst wants some, and I want to feed you guys, so the cilantro, the chicken, the cheese. Let me get a fork. It's falling apart. Sorry, I'm being greedy, you guys, but so you can see everything that we've got in there. The chicken, the cheese, the cilantro in the tortilla. I should have some red sauce for extra color, but I didn't find any. But I promise I'll make it again and it'll be better. You're welcome. It tastes amazing. Grain free, gluten free, sugar free, dairy free. So there are options, you guys. Again, if you can have the full flavor, please have it and have some for me. You're welcome. All right, you guys. I will be back on later tonight. I'll do some unboxing for you guys. I got some stuff from the giveaway that I'm gonna give away, but I'll walk through. So I'm gonna let you go for now. Bye, Instagram. Thank you. YouTube and Facebook. Thank you.